Hi everyone, this is Mukta Nagre over here, and I'm the business head at EduVisa Services. And today we have this super amazing session planned for you all because we have with us Miss Krupa, who is one of our students, and she is here today to share her success story with each and every one of you. How she thought about studying abroad, why she selected Canada, and how she got a very good success with the January 24 intake. And you know why this session is especially special and we are putting out there for you because we had so many questions and queries that can I go for January intake, April intake, or even for that, say, the September intake? Is it good to opt for Canada? Is it safe to opt for Canada? Is the student visa process still the same? Will we face any issues? We had too many questions that had been approached us with on Instagram, LinkedIn, and all the our social media platforms. So, today over here, we will try and give you that confidence, that encouragement that yes, things are the same. You can still go ahead and opt for your dream study destination. And Krupa is here today to share her story with you all. Hi, Krupa, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good too, Krupa. Thank you so much. So, Krupa, we understand that you have got your currently visa approval for your January intake at UCW, that is University Canada West. So, we wanted to know about that. You completed your bachelor's in India. How did you think about studying abroad? That what made you choose this option?
Yeah, so basically, it was always my dream to study abroad and explore different culture. So I didn't want to continue right after my studies. So I did uh, start working after my undergraduation, and then when the time was right, I started trying for the options to check which is better option and what can be done, what can be worked on. So which is why I started looking into it since last year, and finally it happened this time now.
Okay, that is great. And when it comes to study abroad, people are confused between there are so many countries. How did you select Canada and why did you select Canada?
Canada, because I have friends in Canada, different part of Canada. So I whenever I talk to them, I try to get some details, and then we discuss about a lot of things with regards to Canada. And also, I have a friends who have studied in Canada and have always had good you know thoughts about it. Like they've always spoken good about the university or the education or the lifestyle or the people and culture in Canada. So, which is why I thought let's um, if
Correct. Right. So, can you, walk us through that? Which university have you selected and which course have you enrolled for and which intake right now?
so. Right now, I've got a seat in University Canada West for January 24 intake, and I am going for a master's in business management.
Okay, that's a great decision. And what specifically, motivated you to go in this direction that after your bachelor's, that an MBA will be an value add for you in your career? What was the motivation behind this?
So basically, in the current work life and in your career, qualification also plays a major role in life. So after one point, no matter how much you are growing in your career, there'll be one certain point in life where qualification will start playing major role. So now,
Correct.
when I see when I'm trying to grow further in my career, I see that my qualification is not up to the mark or it's not upgraded to go further. So, which is why I decided that I'll pursue my masters. So that should not be a stop point to grow further, because I'm working for last couple of years now, and there is a competition. Either you have to be exceptionally good, or you have to have certain courses done, or your qualification should be good. So which is why I decided, let me go for the qualification, upgrading my qualification.
That is absolutely good. And considering MBA, considering UCW and Canada, I think this complete combination is going to, fast forward your career and take it you're going to save a lot of years going ahead, considering the competition and the kind of education that you will be receiving, the professors, the facilities, everything in UCW is, it comes under the top notch facilities provided to the students. Okay,
Right.
now coming to one of the most important question that students need to know about is that how did you get to know about EduVisa services? And did you consult any other consultancies or agencies before contacting us?
Yeah. Basically, I started uh, I started my research on this in 2020 to early 2022. And then I did reach out to one of the consultancies. And I also had applied for another college last year.
Mm-hmm.
I, and it was, when it, until it was the university, it was all fine. And when it was about the visa, I got two rejections. I had applied for last year September intake, and then the visa was rejected. After that, I deferred and I opted for January 23 intake. And even then, the even at that point in time, I was rejected. So I was kind of not confident with the consultancy. So we started, especially my husband started doing the research on it. So when we were doing a research, we came across one of Raghavendra's videos where it says they have a session that's going to be held on one of the days. So he took a part in that session, understood what are the pros and cons, how what is the current state of the visa processing, and universities, what all universities are EduVisa services are tied up with. So after that, we did a further research and then we consulted EduVisa services. That's how we got to know EduVisa services. We did our own research and we attended one of the sessions and we were happy with that, and that's why we thought we'll go with EduVisa services.
That is brilliant. My another question that brings me, to another question with the answer that you just provided. You said that you faced two rejections before approaching us. Now, while working with us, did you find any difference as compared to the other agents that you were working with?
Definitely, because for every single question, there is an answer that I receive, and also in every step, in every single step, there was a support that was given from your team, like be it for the loan or be it for the SOP. SOP is one of the major part in the visa application, which is what your team helped a lot in preparing that, and also in suggesting the universities. In every step, the EduVisa service team was very helpful, and we are definitely happy about it.
That is amazing. That is great. Now, considering your profile, so one of the major hurdles that your profile faced while applying was the two rejections that you had previously. Was there any other hurdle or challenges you thought that your profile might face in this entire process?
Yeah, definitely. There was another issue that was concerning me. That is the amount of gap that I have between my undergraduation and right now. So that was another major concern that I had. But it EduVisa service or Raghavendra made it look so easy to cross that hurdle, because I did inquire about that. Is it possible or it's not possible? If it is not possible, then it's no point going ahead with this. I had a long discussion with your team and also Raghavendra. So yeah, it was every part, every single step, they were there to clarify and move forward.
That is amazing. Coming to this point, I would like to tell you all that, when it comes to Canada, especially your visa application plays a very critical role in how you will be entering the country, whether you will be entering the country. And the most important part of your visa application is your statement of purpose. The way you show your profile, the way you show your ties to your country, the way you show your entire purpose and motivation of going in Canada and studying in Canada is very important, the way you write it. And as Krupa is mentioning, previously having two refusals, having a bit of gap years between undergrad and now starting with our masters, it's not like these are negative points and this will for sure give you a rejection. It purely depends how you represent yourself even after the challenges that you have in your profile and the right people that represent you. Having said that, Krupa, do you think that Raghavendra, being an regulated Canadian immigration consultant approved by Government of Canada, plays a role in this entire process and plays a role in getting acceptance or the kind of knowledge he brings to the table over here?
Definitely, definitely. Because like I said, I did work with another consultancy before approaching EduVisa services. I can see a lot of difference in the understanding and the knowledge with regards to the Canada visa processing or the universities in suggesting the universities to the students. Because my idea was not MBA, honestly speaking. My idea was to, I was having a total different idea. MBA was not one of them. But after discussing with Raghavendra is when I also changed my thought process or looking at the way, looking at the future in a different perspective. So definitely, one can understand if when you're talking to somebody, if the person is, really with the knowledge, or it's my waste of time. But when we spoke to Raghavendra, it was other way around. He knew what he's doing. He knows what he does, and he is happy to help. And whenever we did approach him after our first discussion. He was there. He did respond. It was an overall good experience, honestly speaking.
That is absolutely great. Having said this, what is the kind of advice you would like to give the new students who are thinking about Canada or who are trying right now in the process of application for Canada? What is one piece of advice that you would like to give them for this process that they are going through?
Considering my situation and the process that I went through, and never give up. Definitely, uh, it depends on your hard work and your commitment. If you're committed and if you really want to go for it, just don't give up. Try until you succeed.
That is the one motto that we you all should have in your mind. And considering the journey that Krupa has had, she's absolutely saying this with experience, that do not give up. If your motto, if your goal is correct, if it is with true intentions, the right people will join you in your journey. And when I say right people, yes, it's an absolute important point for you to understand that you have to work with a government approved consultant, a consultant who's approved by Government of Canada, who's going to help you in this journey. Because I cannot focus enough and point out enough that it is very important for you to work with right people for your Canada visa, right? And Krupa being here, an absolute success story for you all, that with right motivation, right guidance, and right people, things are about to happen the way you're wanting it. Yes. Having said that, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, Krupa, for giving that insights today over here for the students, motivating them and helping them throughout. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye bye.